Content warnings: alcohol, amputation, asphyxiation, body horror, blood, cannibalism, claustrophobia, darkness, demons, drowning, drug use, edemophobia, eye horror, ghosts, gore, incest, insects, jump scares, medical abuse, medical malpractice, orientalism, racism, sexual violence, self-harm, stalking, suicide, torture, undead, unreality. So, let's create a new character. I'm going to go directly to the character sheet. So, I am going to keep the name Fairy. So there are different clans you can pick from. The Bruja. Bruja are passionate idealists and rebels, more likely to fight for their rights than write protest songs. In life, most Bruja sought social change, and in undeath, most clan members commonly seek the creation of a vampiric utopia. As militant radicals, they are renowned for their combat skills, but are also more likely to frenzy due to their hot-bloodedness, so to speak. They receive +1 to unarmed feat, but are penalized with a -2 to all frenzy checks due to their zealous nature. I'm not being Bruja. Who's the gangrel? The gangrel are the wild loners that are the most in tune with the beast within, allowing them to shapeshift into more beastly forms. Nomadic in nature, gangrel care little about vampire politics and prefer to dwell and hunt in the outskirts of society. Because of their animalistic nature, they receive +5 to strength, stamina, and wits during frenzy. Because of their inherent feral nature, gangrel receive a -1 on all frenzy checks. And then there's the Malkavian. Malkavians are known as lunatics because of their ability to hear the voice of insight and subject others to their insanity through their disciplined dimension. The world appears much different to the Malkavian than it does to the same classes, though the extent of a Malkavian's madness depends on the individual. A blessing and a curse, a Malkavian's insanity will help or hinder them, depending on how much they struggle against their nature. Malkavians start with a +2 bonus to inspection. And there's Nosferatu, hideous, skulking, and powerful. Even in a world of monsters, the Nosferatu stand out. The embrace twists and deforms their physical features, forcing them to seek sanctuary underground. Nosferatu are masters of the shadows. Due to their curse, Nosferatu have a seduction of 0 and can never raise it higher, and they hide their existence from common humans. Having shared the darkness with vermin for so long, vampires of the clan Nosferatu are able to draw extra nourishment from rats. We have the Toreador. Toreador picture themselves as artists, visionaries, and they value the high society mentality that the Camarilla reinforces. Of all clans, Toreadors are the most connected to the mortal world through arts and entertainment. Toreador are beautiful creatures, svelte and seductive, and move almost effortlessly through the society of the living. The Toreador's empathy is both a gift and a burden. All humanity shifts are doubled. You have the Ventrue. The truly upper echelon of society, the Ventrue are seen as the honorable and virtuous leaders of the Camarilla. They wholeheartedly support the Masquerade, influencing the mortal and undead worlds to help maintain the Masquerade, as well as garner support for themselves. Clan Ventrue is an exclusive and powerful gathering of immortals. Even the lowliest initiate of the Clan Ventrue can expect special treatment in kindred society. This regal bloodline, however, gains no nourishment from the lowborn and thin-bloods, who gain no blood from feeding on animals. Feeding on low-life humans, prostitutes, and the homeless can cause Ventrue to vomit. I am not picking the Ventrue either. I'm going to be Tremere. Blood sorcerers born from mystic rituals and diablerie. The Tremere are the least trusted of the Camarilla class. Blood sorcerers born from mystic rituals and diablerie. The Tremere are the least trusted of the Camarilla clans. The rituals of the Tremere used to transform from living mages into undying monsters stripped them of their magical arts. To compensate, the vampires of the Tremere developed thaumaturgy, the powerful discipline of blood magic. The clan guards its secrets jealously and are the only kindred to wield this powerful discipline. The pursuit of arcane knowledge comes before all else, and the reliance upon it has weakened the bloodline. Tremere can raise no physical attributes above 4 points. I'm going to take the female one. Then we get to pick a history. Old timer, you're the old-fashioned type and don't care about all this new technology. Thus, it costs you more to raise computer knowledge, but you start with a bonus in scholarship. Medicine saleswoman. Some uptight types might say fluoxetine for kids is a little over the line. Obviously, they have no idea what kind of profit margin those things pack. Have they spent time around kids? Please. They should put that stuff in baby formula. Swap the priority order of your attributes to social, physical, and mental. Yep, agent, your representation was highly sought, and you were well compensated. You played every bit as hard as the boys, because it takes brass balls to get it done in this town. And goddamn if you didn't have the biggest pair. You were a power player, a threat, and your competition couldn't handle getting shown up by a girl. So they sold you out to an undead predator. Pfft, typical. This town is full of hate. Swap the priority order of your abilities to talents, knowledge, and skills. Bar singer seductress, drunken overtures from traveling salesmen, room keys from 2 paid conventioneers, a handful of restraining orders. This is the legacy of your career in entertainment. Swap the priority order of your abilities to talents, skills, and knowledge. Eerie presence. Most vampires have no problem fitting into mortal society. You don't know what it is, but you can't seem to pull it off. You're doing everything they're doing, but something about you seems to make humans uneasy. Sometimes it's like they can just sense you. You are a perfectly affable intellectual human, so what gives? It costs less experience to raise your mental attributes, but it costs you more experience to raise your social attributes and your stealth ability. Deceptive strength. You used to be quite clumsy, but the embrace gave you unnatural reserves of physical power. You can never raise dexterity and perception above 3, but when you use blood buff, it lasts longer. Eldritch prodigy. You have a natural gift for the dark arts of thaumaturgy, and you can use it to a greater effect than most Tremere. Thaumaturgy is your all-consuming passion, to the exclusion of nearly every other pursuit. You start with 1 extra point in thaumaturgy, however, you suffer a 1-point penalty to any experience award of 3 or more. Infernal, your forebears paid an awful price for their quest for power. The deal still holds, and you'll continue to pay for all eternity. Advancement in thaumaturgy costs you less experience, but aspect has half the duration, and you may never raise dominate above 3. Affinity for magic. You always liked magical illusions and even performed some tricks yourself as a kid. Now you're amazed that magic is real and thus can easier advance in thaumaturgy. On the other hand, you have difficulties learning all other things. Generalissimo. Discipline and order, tactics and warfare. These are the reasons why you joined the army. Not only did you fit in perfectly, you excelled in the military. Swap the priority order for your attributes to physical, mental, and social. Let me go to our sheets. We get to put 2 into physical. Strength is a measure of your character's physical prowess. It's crucial for both the unarmed and melee combat feats. Dexterity determines the speed and agility of your character. Dexterity will increase your lockpicking and sneaking feats. Stamina, your character's overall toughness, preventing damage from bullets, police batons, and baseball bats. Increase soak bashing. So I'm going to put 1 in dexterity and then 1 in stamina. And then I don't get any for social, but there's charisma. Measure your character's ability to sway others through personality. Charisma is an important part of the persuasion feat. Manipulation measures your character's ability to exploit people and events. Manipulation is necessary for the haggle feat. Appearance indicates the physical attractiveness of your character. Appearance is the foundation of the seduction feat. Perception. Measure your character's awareness of their surroundings. Perception is necessary for the ranged combat feat and inspection feat. Intelligence indicates your character's ability to learn, think, and remember. Intelligence is essential for the research and intimidation feats. Wits measures the sharpness of your character's mind and ability to think on their feet. Wits improve the combat, defense, and hacking feats. So I'm going to throw it into intelligence because it's going to increase my research feat. And that'll make it easier for me to increase my feats without using experience. Or my sheet without using experience. So now I have talents, brawl, the ability to fight barehanded. Brawl is important for the unarmed combat feat, which also makes it easier to feed on the unwilling. Dodge determines your character's ability to avoid taking damage in all forms of combat. Dodge increases the combat defense feat. Intimidation measures your character's ability to instill fear, force cooperation in others. Intimidation naturally increases your intimidate feat. Subterfuge measures your character's ability to conceal their motives and deceive others. Subterfuge is needed for the feat of seduction. So I get 2 in that, and I'm going to take dodge and intimidate. And then we have skills. You have firearms, which is your ability to aim and cause damage with guns. Melee is your character's ability to fight in close combat with handheld weapons, such as knives and swords. Security. Display your character's knowledge of how locks and security systems work. Security is needed for the lockpicking feat. Stealth measures your character's ability to move silently and avoid being detected. It's crucial in the sneak feat. So I get 1 in this, so I'm going to take security. Then there's knowledge. Computers indicates your character's ability to operate computers and other devices. Computer knowledge is needed for the hacking feats. Finance, your character's ability to evaluate the market value of items. Finance is needed for the haggle feat. Investigation measures your character's ability to notice minute or hidden details. Investigation will increase your inspection feat. Scholarship, your character's ability to gather information, debate, and learn new skills. Scholarship will increase your research and persuasion feats and is required to identify and activate rare artifacts. So I'm going to take computer, scholarship, and investigate. And so we have Auspex, because I get to put 1 into my disciplines. Auspex enhances your mental faculties and allows you to see the auras of those around you. All levels of Auspex cost 1 blood per activation. Auspex carries no risk of violating the Masquerade. Dominate. The superior strength of the vampiric mind allows your character to control the minds of weaker kind and even some kindred. Dominate effects are covert actions. They cannot be traced back to you and carry no risk of violating the Masquerade. Thaumaturgy, blood magic, vampire practitioners of thaumaturgy can bend blood to powerful and terrible ends. The effects are spectacular and obviously supernatural, and should not be used in safe areas, lest you risk violating the Masquerade. So I'm going to take thaumaturgy. Anyway.
I want to show you something.
Uh-oh. What happened? Well, that's not good.
Good evening. My fellow kindred, my apologies for disrupting any business or interfering with prior engagements you may have had this evening. It's unfortunate that the affair that gathers us together tonight is a troubling one. We are here because the laws that bind our society, the laws that are the fabric of our existence, have been broken. As prince, I am within my rights to grant or deny the kindred of this city the privilege of siring. Many of you have come to me seeking permission, and I have endorsed some of these requests. However, the accused that sits before you tonight was not refused permission. Indeed, my permission was never sought at all. They were caught shortly after the embrace of this child. It pains me to announce the sentence, as up to tonight I considered the accused a loyal and upstanding member of our organization. But as some of you may know, the penalty for this transgression is death.
Oh no!
Know that I am no more adjudicator than I am a servant to the law that governs us all. Let tonight's proceedings serve as a reminder to our community that we must adhere to the code that binds our society,
Everyone looks
lest
so
we
concerned.
endanger all of our blood. Forgive me. Let the penalty commence.
Uh-oh.
Which leads to the fate of the ill-begotten progeny. Without a sire, most childer are doomed to walk the earth never knowing their place, their responsibility, and most importantly, the laws they must obey. Therefore, I have decided that...
This is bullshit!
If Mr. Rodriguez would let me finish, I have decided to let this kindred live.
Woohoo!
They shall be instructed in the ways of our kind and be granted the same rights. Let no one say I am unsympathetic to the plights and causes of this community. I thank you all for attending these proceedings, and I hope their significance is not lost. Good evening. Your sire, tragic, my apologies. But you see, there is a strict code of conduct that all of us must adhere to if we wish to survive. When anyone breaks these laws, they undermine the well-worn fabric of our centuries-old society. Understand my predicament. Allowing you to live makes me directly responsible for your subsequent
He's shiny
behavior.
like Edward.
So, what I'm offering is not generosity, but the opportunity to transcend the fate woven by your sire. This is your trial. You will be brought to Santa Monica. There you will meet an agent by the name of Mercurio. He will provide the details of your labor. I've shown you great clemency. Prove it was more than a wasted gesture, fledgling. Don't come back until you do. Good evening.
use the mouse to look around. Use the W, A, S, and D keys to move. Use the toggle auto move and toggle walk run keys to toggle auto moving and walking running. Use the toggle view key Z to switch between first and third persons. Use the camera keys to move the camera around in third person.
What a scene, man. Woo-wee. Then they just plop you out here like a naked baby in the woods. How about that? Look, kiddo, this is probably a lot for you to take in, so, why don't you let me show you the ropes? What do you say?
Who are you?
I'm Jack. What's important is I'm offering help. You make it back from Santa Monica with your hide and we'll trade life stories, okay? Till then, I got about this much time. You in or out?
Okay, I could use the help.
All right. Why don't we, step out back here?
I like it where I am, at least. I like it where I am. At least I'm out of that theater.
Christ, it's stuffy in there, huh? This is much better. Now, we ain't got much time, but I figure somebody should fill you in on the bare bones stuff at least, you know. Could save your hide. You look wobbly. You even had a drink yet?
No.
Oh, man, we're popping a cherry here. Ha, ha, ha. Oh, you're gonna love this. All right, check it out. Blood, it's your new rack of lamb, your new champagne. Blood, your new fucking heroin, kid. Get ready, though, because, hey, it's never as sweet as the first time.
Nothing ever is. What do I do?
Well, down around the corner there, I saw this human. Poor SOB can't find his car.
Okay, Bender. So, what do I do? I mean,
All right. You go down there, casual-like. You creep up on him, then bare those little fangs and feed. Don't worry if you weren't captain of the wrestling team or something, because it'll come so naturally you think you've done it 1,000 times already.
it's been one of those nights I could use a drink.
Now go for it. Be sure, though, and this is important, so listen up. Be sure not to drain them dry, okay? It might be hard to resist, but don't kill them.
Alright. This is your blood pool. Blood is the fuel of your vampiric powers or disciplines. When your blood pool is low, you need to refill it. Humans are an abundant source of blood in most areas of the game. One is in the alley around the corner. Feeding on humans fills your blood pool. To feed, approach your victim and press the feed key, F, when you are close. It is important that humans do not see you feed on other humans. Once you have begun feeding on your victim, you will see this bar appear. This represents your victim's blood pool. You should stop feeding before emptying his blood pool and killing him. Press the feed key again to stop feeding. Chug-a-lug. Okay, I guess I'm full.
Yeah. Ah, yeah. Hell yeah, you're feeling it. I can see it in your eyes. You're a born-again predator. Feeling that blood bubbling inside you, lifting you up. That's it, kid. That's what it's all about right there.
Great, when do I get my cape? Do I get to pick the color?
All right, now, you got the blood, you're feeling all kick-ass, feeling better than your best day living, but wait, it gets better. All kindred, that's our word for vampire. All kindred have a few things in common. Things that set them right square above humans on the food chain.
Yeah, like what?
Like sharper senses, a body that can take a beating, and if you play your cards right, eternal life. That's no sure bet, but still, a chance at immortality's not a bad deal. And that's just for starters. Fringe benefits for joining the club.
So, I'm going to live forever?
Well, you can still be destroyed, but forget the books and the movies. Garlic, it's worthless. A cross? Pfft, shove it right up their ass. A steak? Only if it catches you in the heart, and then it just paralyzes you. Running water? That's no problem. I bathe. Occasionally. Now, a shotgun blast to the head. Oh, that's trouble, boy. Fire? That's real trouble. Sunlight? Well, you catch a sunrise and it's all over, kiddo. Get it?
So, classic vampire tropes. Okay.
Okay, now. What the fuck is this? You get inside here and head upstairs. Meet up.
At the bottom of your screen is the use icon. This icon appears when you are able to use the object in front of you. Press the use key, E, to use the object that it indicates. The use icon is context sensitive. That is, it will look different depending on the object you can use. In this case, a door that can be opened.
I'm just gonna go see what the ruckus is.
Press the jump key, space, to jump. Jump on the boxes against the wall and up to the walkway above. I can, in fact, jump. There we go. Your feats are the combination of your various abilities and attributes. The higher your feats score, the better you are at the activities they influence. Inspection is a feat. It is a combination of perception and investigation. It allows you to see hidden and secret things. For example, the lockpick on the crates in front of you. You can find your feats listed on the right-hand side of your character sheet. You can pick up certain objects in the world. If you are able to pick up an object, you will see a use icon appear for it when you are close enough, and the crosshairs in the center of your screen are over it. Press the use key, E, to pick up the lockpick.
Come down here. Stay away from the windows. Oh, it's a Sabbat raid. The Sabbat, they're, I was hoping to spare you this shit till later. The Sabbat, well, they're mostly mindless, bloodthirsty assholes. That's all you need to know for now, alright?
So, what's up?
The Sabbat got wind of the gathering here, so they figured they'd raise a little hell, put a little heat on the new prince.
What's the prince of?
No time for political rundown. Job one, get out of here alive. Sabbat might be mindless, but they hit like a Mack truck, like raging savages. Nothing a fledgling like you wants to mess with.
What am I supposed to do?
Shh. Heads up. Back away.
Oh, it's scary. Oh no! I would like to have that power though. Would also like to be able to summon insects that just eat people alive. That'd be cool. The angles. The angles.
Dumb, frenzied Sabbat bastards. Alright, we gotta vamoose out the back quick. I'll stay and keep a watch out. You get us into the office. The door's around the corner here.
I'm on it. To access your quest log, press the quest log key, L. The quest log contains information about your quests, as well as any notes and instructions you will need to complete them. When a door is locked, you will see this use icon. Lockpicking, a combination of dexterity and security, is a feat that helps you to open the locked doors with a lockpick. When you see this icon, press the use key, default E, to try and lockpick it. Once you've begun lockpicking, you will see this bar. It represents the time needed to pick the lock. If the value of your lockpicking feat is equal to or greater than the difficulty of the lock, you will be able to pick it.
Cool. Now, if you want a lesson on how really not to act, take notes from those Sabbat assholes. You're a big bad vampire. Yeah, great, congrats. Now keep it to yourself. You go roar and you beat your chest, and that's what you can expect.
Wait, I've still got that list of people from high school. Why not?
It's the same reason you don't let humans see you feeding. It's why the wolf doesn't want the sheep to know he's there. It's also why you don't go juggling dumpsters or outrun the 815 from Sacramento, and it's why you didn't know any of this when you woke up this morning.
I get it.
Keep our secret, and you make things easier on all of us. We're living in the age of cell phone cameras. Fuck-ups ain't tolerated. Makes sense enough, right? Well, it ain't a casual thing for a fledgling like you.
What do you mean? What could happen?
That party back there with the guy in the suit and the Magilla gorilla? The assholes that put your sire to death? That's the Camarilla. They make a tidy business out of enforcing vampire laws like this one.
I see.
All right, now don't worry, because I know the area a little, and you know what? I'm glad we're in this situation, you and I. It illustrates a point. You gotta utilize your surroundings.
Okay, but what exactly does that mean?
You do what you gotta do. Theft, destruction of property, breaking and entering. These will be the least of your sins before the night's out. So look around here. We gotta get out the back there through that magnetically sealed door. There must be a key someplace.
I'll find it. Area indicator. The icon to the left indicates that you are in a combat area. Combat, anything goes. Masquerade, respect masquerade. Elysium, vampire neutral ground. No combat or disciplines are allowed except blood buff while lockpicking. In masquerade areas, breaking the masquerade can carry dire consequences, such as the unwanted attention of vampire hunters. After 5 masquerade violations, your game is over. Your current number of violations is displayed in the upper right corner of your character sheet. When you can read a note, you will see this use icon. Readable notes can be various items like clipboards, newspapers, and letters. To read the note, press the Use default E. To return to the game after reading the note, press it again. Password Chop Shop. When you can use a computer, you will see this use icon. Computers are often helpful in solving quests. They can hold information like emails and files, as well as control various electronic devices. Each computer will have a list of menus and commands you can use. Many menus and commands will be password protected. Hacking a combination of wits and computer is a feat that allows you to hack into password protected items. You will be prompted to press Ctrl-C to attempt your hacking feat. If the value of your hacking feat is equal to or greater than the difficulty of the encryption, you will be successful. Alright, so I need to get into the safe, so I type in safe. No good password, it's Chop Shop, but I can also make it go because my thing is high enough. Alright. Unlock. The safe is done. When you approach a container, you will see this use icon. Press the use key to open it. If it is locked, you can try and open it with your lockpick. Once opened, your inventory appears on the left side of your screen and the container's contents are on the right. Shop key. Take.
There we go. Now take that key card and head out the back. I'll meet you out in the alley there. I'm gonna check out things from topside.
Got it. Press the inventory key, I, to access your inventory. To click on the left and right arrows buttons above your inventory list to access different inventory categories. Keys are located in the equipment category on a key ring. Most keys, once used, will not be needed again and are removed. Some doors have magnetic locks and cannot be picked open. They must be opened with the appropriate key card. You've been wounded by the Sabbat. This blue bar represents your current level of health. As you sustain regular damage, it will turn black. If your health is completely depleted, you will suffer final death and your game is over. Your health regenerates over time. When you are feeding, your health regenerates much faster. If your health bar begins to turn yellow, it means you have sustained aggravated damage. Certain hazards, like fire and supernatural attacks, cause aggravated damage. This takes much longer to heal than regular damage.
Fucking waste of unlife, these Sabbat vatos. You get winged? Hey, look at them potholes. Those will close up soon enough. Better feed, though. There's someone down the stairs here. It's not the freshest catch, but he'll do.
What's the difference? Blood's blood, right?
Well, when it comes to feeding, it's quality blood you're looking for, not the quantity. Bums and lowlife don't pack the same punch that a healthy, well-bred human will. Juice bags with a pedigree. That's the good stuff. But you gotta take what you can get. You ever had a PhD, kid? Ooh, that's good stuff.
If you say so.
Remember what I said, though. Don't kill them. At least not the innocent ones. You're a monster now. Make no mistake. One of the damned and the fallen. You need to hold on to every last shred of humanity you have.
Let's say I get a little overzealous. What happens then?
An innocent's an innocent. You kill one, even a worthless bum, even by accident, and it's gonna cost you a piece of your own humanity. Bring you closer to that beast you got welling up inside you.
The beast? The beast? What exactly does that mean?
The beast? It's always there. It's waiting to take over. When it does, it's like a wild animal wearing your skin. Desperate, scared, reckless. He'll do anything to survive, and it's you that has to deal with the consequences.
So I can't kill anyone? That seems a little, restricting.
I said innocent humans. If some asshole levels a 12 gauge your way, you drain him, skin him, and bash in his skull. Self-preservation is a vital part of humanity, after all. My favorite part, in fact.
I think I follow.
The only way to fight the beast is to keep in touch with your humanity, and don't go hungry. It's a fine line.
Got it.
All right, now go feed. Careful, though. He's gonna drain fast.
I'll be back in a minute. Remember, you want to avoid draining your victims. Draining innocent humans will give you a penalty to your humanity. The lower your humanity, the closer you get to the beast. If your humanity gets too low, you will begin to lose control of your character. This is known as frenzying and may result in a masquerade violation if you are around humans. Here we go. Well, that's
Not quite
nice.
as good, huh? You can do worse. There's some rats down the way. You think I'm kidding? You can survive feeding on animals if you can stomach that kind of thing. Ugh.
I still think... I still have... Worse than a bum's neck? What? Worse than a bum's neck, that scarf tasted like old gym socks.
Well, give it a try.
I'll think about it. Rats can be fed upon to gain a single blood point. You will find some rats at the other end of the alley near the yellow windows. You will find some rats at the other end of the alley near the yellow windows. Killing rats has no impact on your humanity score. Humans do not react well when they see live rats being sucked on. I'm sure they wouldn't like seeing dead rats being sucked on either.
You rat sucker. Hey, I don't care what you do, but just so you know, polite vampire society looks down on that kind of thing.
They can be polite and pass me the salt for my rat.
Keep it down. Got someone around the way here.
Just one guy?
Not too much of a threat by himself, but you never know if there's more in shouting range. You're gonna have to sneak past.
Sneak where?
The building across from us with the garage door. There's some double doors on the far side. I'll meet you inside. Just stay low and stick to the shadows. And don't let him see you.
I'll do my best. See you in a minute.
All right, go.
Gone. Sneaking, a combination of dexterity and stealth, is a feat that allows you to move among your victims and enemies without being detected. You must be crouched to sneak. You can crouch by pressing the crouch key. The meter to the left indicates the proximity of your enemies and their chances of detecting you if they are looking your way. Green means you're completely safe. Yellow means you might be seen. Red means they will see you if they look in your direction. An enemy's chance of detecting you is directly tied to your sneaking feat. If you are detected, your enemies will often say as much and come to investigate. Alright, here we go. Sneak, sneak. Okay. Let's do this. Sneaky, sneaky.
Keep it quiet. They're inside here. Seems that shovelhead outside just got separated from his pack. He's wounded, too. Go take care of him. Don't worry. He's probably greener than you.
What makes you think that?
The Sabbat, you see, they don't have the most rigorous training program. In fact, that poor sod is lucky if he knows he's a vampire.
How can that be?
He's probably just turned and beaten over the head. They like to do that. Make shock troops, cannon fodder, put him out of his misery.
I'll do my best.
He is a vampire, so be ready.
I was born
Go
ready.
get him.
I'm on it. To engage in unarmed combat, you need to equip your fists, then attack. To equip your fist, press the melee weapons key, default F1, until your fist icon is highlighted in your melee weapon inventory list, and then click the left mouse button. Pressing the attack key, default left click, initiates your attack. Left click to continue. Your unarmed combat feat is a combination of strength and brawl. It directly affects your success in unarmed combat. There are different attacks depending on what your direction you are moving when you initiate your attack. Try different combinations of moving and attacking in the upcoming battle. You can also block your enemy's attacks by pressing and holding the attack mode key tab. To put your fists away, press the holster weapon key H. Ta-da! You are now dead. There. You have just picked up a tire iron. To equip this weapon, press the melee weapons key until the tire iron icon is highlighted in your melee weapon inventory list, and then click the left mouse button. Pressing the attack key will initiate your attack. This icon indicates the weapon that you currently have equipped. For ranged weapons, there are numbers indicating your current reserve of ammunition. Later on in the game, you will find armor to protect yourself. Equip it in the same way as the weapons by pressing the armor key, default F3, until the armor is highlighted, and then clicking the left mouse button.
That's that. Sounds like you got another pack moving in, though. The Sabbat are going all out. You better head underground. Avoid stray bullets.
Sounds like a good strategy.
All right, head down into the basement through the grate in there. Keep that tire iron handy. I'll be there in a minute.
Combat is not the only solution for sticky situations. You can also use your feats and disciplines in dialogue. When you are able to do this, your responses will show up in different colors, and when using higher resolution, different fonts that are indicated below.
Stop! You! Just stay back. Keep your distance. Now, who the hell are you? You involved in all this? Because I'm gonna radio this in, and SWAT will be all over this place.
No, but if SWAT comes, they'll drive the gunman down here. You want that?
No. Well, I left my radio in a Caprice anyway.
Look, I'm just trying to escape. Is there another way out?
Yeah, okay. Alright. This way. This will lead us up to the warehouse. We can maybe sneak out that way.
Better stay here. It's too dangerous for you. When you are in a position to perform a stealth kill, you will see this icon. Stealth kills have the advantage of being silent. To perform a stealth kill, to equip your fists or melee weapon, crouch and sneak up behind your victim until you see the stealth kill icon. Then press the use key, or when you are higher stealth levels, the attack key.
Not sure what's going on. Sounds like the Sabbat's getting scattered. I'm gonna keep an ear to the ground. Be careful going forward here. Could be a whole mess of them holed up.
The more the merrier. Disciplines are your vampiric powers and cost a certain amount of blood from your blood pool to activate. An innate ability common to all vampires is Blood Heal, which heals you. This icon indicates the power you currently have selected. There are two kinds of disciplines: passive disciplines that directly affect you, and targeted disciplines that directly affect your enemies. Blood Buff is another ability common to all vampires. Scroll the mouse wheel to select Blood Buff, and then use the power key, default right-click, to activate it. Blood Buff gives you a temporary bonus to all your physical attributes. This is useful in a variety of situations, like picking a lock that would otherwise be too difficult. Note in Elysium areas, you can only use Blood Buff while picking a lock. I'm pretty sure I can just open this lock. Tremere have 3 unique disciplines: Thaumaturgy, Vampiric Blood Magic; Auspex, Second Sight that allows you to see the auras of others; and Dominate, the ability to bend people to your will. Auspex gives you the ability to see people's auras. The aura color indicates the individual's disposition. Auspex also increases your perception, important to both ranged combat and inspection feats. Use of Auspex is not a masquerade violation. There is a guard up ahead. Use Auspex to see his aura through the machinery. Scroll the mouse wheel to select Auspex and use the power key to activate it. Remember, Auspex is a passive discipline. Make sure to pay attention to the discipline timer on the bottom right of your screen. Once you see the guard, equip the tire iron, move forward, and kill him. Hey, that's not fair. Why are you trying to murder me? I didn't do anything to you. Fucking rude.
I think they're clearing out. There's no need to go stirring up the hornet's nest till we know the score, though. Head through here. You'll come to an elevator around the way.
I'll meet you over there.
Meet you there. Don't let them catch you.
If I'm not there in 10 minutes, call the president. Thaumaturgy is a sorcery that can bend blood to powerful and terrible ends. Thaumaturgy is a targeted discipline. The effect and its length varies with each level. Use of Thaumaturgy is a masquerade violation. There is a guard up ahead. Use Thaumaturgy to attack the guard. You have a level 1 Thaumaturgy, known as Bloodstrike. Scroll the mouse wheel to select Bloodstrike. Place your cursor over the guard and use the power key to activate the discipline. A projectile will strike the guard. If you remain still and the guard lives, the blood shot will return with stolen blood from your victim. There we go. Dominate is the vampiric ability to bend others to your will. Dominate is a targeted discipline. The effect and length varies with each level. Use of Dominate is not a Masquerade violation. There are 2 guards up ahead. Use Dominate to incapacitate them and kill them. You have level 2 Dominate known as Brainwipe. Scroll the mouse wheel to select Brainwipe. Move near the guards and use the power key to activate the discipline. Brainwipe is an area of effect discipline. Both guards, being fairly close together, will become mesmerized. Equip your tire iron and kill them. Oh, I've switched my weapon out. Where's the other one? There we go. Apparently I'm better with my fists. When you can pick up an object and throw it, you will see this use icon. To pick up an object, press the use key, default E. To throw it, press the attack key, default left click. Thrown objects make a noise and can be used to distract your enemies. There is a Sabbat vampire up ahead guarding the exit. Crouch and find an object that you can pick up and throw it away from the guard to distract them. Once he is away from the exit, sneak through the room and leave.
Huh?
Fucking humans. Gangbangers protecting their turf. Oh, man. I'm here thinking it's Sabbat moving up in here. It's the fucking locals about to take one for the hood.
So what do we do?
They probably seen too much. Here, take this 38. Fucking pea shooter, but a few shots in it'll take down a human.
Thanks.
Well, I'm gonna want it back, so don't go die and lose it. I don't use guns much. They're noisy, they're clumsy, practically useless against vampires, but still, a kindred's gotta keep up with the times. And in modern-day Los Angeles, that means coming strapped.
It's useless against vampires?
Well, yeah, some are more lethal than others, of course. Watch out for those shotguns. Ouch, those things can smart, I tell you.
I hear you.
Head up and clear out what's left of them. Can't have them running their mouths about any of this. I'm gonna make sure there's no stragglers around outside.
Okay. You have just been given a 38 revolver. To equip the 38, press the ranged weapons key, default F2, until the revolver icon is highlighted in your ranged weapons inventory list, and then left click. To fire, press the attack key, default left click. Some weapons, but not the 38, have an alternate firing mode, such as an automatic fire. Press the attack mode key, default tab, to toggle it. Ranged combat is a combination of perception and firearm. It is a feat that affects how well you shoot a gun. When you equip a gun, you will see a ranged combat cursor. Its spread and the speed at which it focuses is a direct result of the value of your ranged combat feat. There are some bottles on a crate at the end of the hall. Aim your cursor, wait for it to fully focus, and use the attack key, default left click, to fire the gun. Oops. See, I can't shoot for shit. Yeah, you know what? We're just gonna keep on going. There's a bottle on the crate at the end of the hall. Aim your cursor, wait for it to fully focus, use your attack key, left click, to fire the gun. I'm just gonna waste all the fucking bullets doing this. There, I did it. I'm gonna eat the rat. Up we go. And I'm gonna eat you. Nom nom nom. Hi, Jack.
That's it, kiddo. Just like that, and it's all over. Everyone slinks back to their corners of the city for the night.
That's it? It's all over?
Until the next night, when the Camarilla finds some way to strike back. Parry, dodge, spin, and all that, and so on, and so on, and so on.
So this is normal.
Well, to be honest, you came at an interesting time, let's say. The Camarilla, the Sabbat. Now, in L.A., these are the new kids on the block. There's already plenty of kindred had stakes down in California long before them. Now, we got every ancient kindred rivalry playing out all over the city. Lot of tension out there. A lot of fear. A lot of jittery, high-strung predators clinging to their little pieces of eternity. Oh, boy. I think they're looking for you outside. Guess you got a cab to catch. Was hoping to fill you in on a little bit more, but hell, you'll figure it all out.
I will, but I would like to keep the gun.
If you make it back, stop in at the last round. It's this bar downtown here. I'll fill you in on the politics. Now that's the stuff that'll kill you. Good luck.
You have received 2 experience points. By pressing the Character Editor key, Default C, you can access your character sheet and spend your experience points where you see fit. Unspent experience points will stay in your available experience pool.